evening, friends. It's Sharon Armstrong, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. On this video, we're going to make this elegant Christmas card. We are using the Star of Light stamp set from Stampin' Up! With the matching framelits. The first thing, I just want to show you how I like to use these photopolymer stamps. I like to line them up on my grid paper, pick them up with my block, and then they're ready to stamp with. So on that card, we need to do some embossing. So the first thing we're going to do is take our Versarmark pad, ink up our stamp, use our Embossing Buddy. The Embossing Buddy helps keep all of the static that it comes from our fingers, it comes from in the air. When you use the Embossing Buddy, it prevents that embossing powder. We don't want it to stick except for only on the stamp set or on the stamp. So we're going to use my silver. That off. And now we're going to emboss. I like to pick up the card and make sure that I get all of that powder heated and make sure that it's all nice and shiny. The next thing you're going to do is, whoops, you'll take the large star and you'll line it up, run it through the Big Shot, and you get this. Just for a little time's sake. I went ahead and also cut out my other star using the silver Glimmer paper. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that. I love to use SNAIL on these intricate designs. Take my paper piercer, and I don't know, I think there's a magnet on the end of that paper piercer that just grabs that glue and pulls it right off. And so therefore I don't see any extra glue. It just, I mean, this gets really gunky and I clean it, but so much faster, so much easier. Alright, so then we're going to apply it to this. Right in the center. I mean, just look at that elegance. Isn't that gorgeous? We're going to use some dimensionals on the back. And I like to just stick my fingernail, whether you have them or not, into that backing because it helps release it. All right, I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to take a layer of Whisper White, and we're going to do some stamping on it. Actually, I think I grabbed, look what I did. I grabbed the smaller piece. No, I didn't. I did good. Never mind. Skip that part. All right, so I'm going to be doing some more stamping with the Versarmark, and I'm not using embossing powder this time. I'm going to be using heat and stick powder. ink up my stamp really well. And then I want it like this, kind of going at an angle across my card. I love this stamp. This stamp right here is what sold me on this stamp set. Now I'm done, not totally, but I just loved it. I loved their tiny little stars, and I just think it's so pretty. So now we're going to take the heat and stick powder. Pour this back in. I know I'm showing an old product. Stampin' Up! Used to carry these little powder pals. So sad they don't have them anymore. I could sell them like hotcakes. It just helps keep my area nice and clean. It just helps with the embossing powders, the glitter. Anyway, can't sell it to you, so sorry. All right, I'm gonna heat this up a little bit. Powder is basically glue in the shape of my stamp now. So now I'm going to pour some Dazzlin Diamonds Detail glitter. And I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it's just sheer elegance to me. I just love it. So now what I want to do is I want to heat it a little bit, and I really want that glitter to cement into that glue. Okay, so now I have that part done. I'm going to be doing my stamping up in the corner, and this one says, "Guide us to thy perfect light." I'm using Night of Navy ink. With the photopolymer stamps, I like to hold the stamp on there a little bit longer, and that way all of that ink transfers to the cardstock and gets off of that photopolymer. All right, so I have a piece of this gorgeous Silver Glimmer ribbon. It is in the 2016 holiday catalog, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap it around. This comes in a 2-pack. There's kind of a blush pinky glitter piece, and then the silver. So I'm putting a little bit of adhesive right there so that I can wrap that. And just to make sure that I'm good and straight, I'm going to pick this back up and wrap it around. I'm going to go ahead and put some SNAIL on that ribbon. I don't like it when my cards lift up where the ribbon's at. See, my ribbon came undone. Let's make sure it didn't move on me. Now I got everything sticky, so it's hard to get that ribbon to stay back down. Only on a video does this kind of stuff happen, right? Okay, so I'm going to put my SNAIL like that and like that. I just really want to make sure that that ribbon is good and stuck down. Taking a layer of Night of Navy. Okay, and then I'm going to mount that on my Whisper White card base. I love to make elegant but easy cards. This is one of them. Mount that like that. Now I'm going to take my star, pull off the dimensional backings. And I'm going to put that in the center. There you go. Elegant, but easy. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Look at how far